In November, I made a video about preparing a new duck pen for winter. Here's a rather delayed update. In the last video we did, I was looking at weatherizing or winterizing a duck pen for them. And what I'm going to look at is 7 items that we have reused in trying to prepare these pens to make them far more comfortable. What you can see in front of me here is what I did a year ago. Underneath all this, it was a sea of mud. I was up to my ankles in mud walking through this every day. Dig out the mud. At the bottom you get a nice firm surface. First item you collect is all the rubble that you've got lying around. Little bits of stone, bits of brick, broken plates, anything like that. Put that in, forms a nice foundation. Next stage, we had some shed built. We needed a concrete base. We had quite a bit of sand and ballast for that. We didn't use it all. That's the next layer. So underneath this is the sand and ballast. Smooth it off with a rake. And the third thing we used was slates, roof slates. We had the roof redone. The slates weren't perfect, but they were still good enough for walking on. And you can see where we've leveled the slates off, and they've been here for a year. So they've lasted okay. And down the side, I put in the slates end in to hold the sand back to stop it all falling out. It works, it lasts. There are 3 items. But inside the door of the chicken run, it was equally muddy, but I didn't go too far with that. Inside, we've got a lot of old flat stones, which we can find all around this field. We talked about reusing items. And here's another example of it. In this muddy area, we need footpath. I've reused flat stones from the site, a bit of builder's old rubbly brick, and roof tiles, the sort you find right on the ridges, which are far stronger. This time I've used old paving slabs that a neighbour got rid of. As before, I dug out the mud, but slabs are strong and need little support. I was careful to fit the slabs so that the door could still be opened. When it really rains, the water can pour down this slope, fill in the duck pens and make life uncomfortable. If you look up the field, you'll see it's a little gully that's been dug through from the garden, through here, and I've run it all the way around the bottom of this pen, and it ends up in the pond, which you can see. The one thing we haven't really talked about is wood chip. We can get it from all sorts of sources. We've also got a lot of work done on the field, in the fences and digging drainage ditches, and there you will find lots of willows growing, lots of undergrowth, lots of shrubbery, and this is part of what we've managed to retrieve. When we knew Storm Arwen was coming, we thought, we haven't really tied these pens down to the ground. They sit in their own weight. So in the morning, I went out and put out those posts and tied the whole frame to them. I'm going to come clean now. We only really put these posts in because of what you're going to see next. And this is what happens when you're suddenly attacked by Storm Arwen and you realise that your winterising was not wholly effective.
Safe.
Fortunately, we realised what was happening because the ducks had got out, and they're now all protected and they're in our polytunnel.